Should I buy a home over 150 years old? Is there anything I need to be aware of? This is about the easiest.
Yes, there are things you should be aware of.
Expect everything.
Yeah.
I think, do you mind if I take a crack at this one? I think it's a safe assumption that if a home... All right, let's move into our Reddit. I'll read this real quick. The title of it is, why do lenders do this? I roll. I had a 65-day closing out of convenience for us and the owner. I had provided anything and everything under the sun that was asked for. And in the last 2 weeks, I've been on top of my lender, making sure that everything needed was, given. 2 days before the closing, we need A, B, C, D, your blood type, your social security number, etc. Why?
You probably went with a lender that wasn't that great. They shouldn't be waiting till the last minute. I think if you work with a lender that's communicative and reputable and probably local to wherever you are, they're going to be on top of it from the beginning. And they might need some follow-up paperwork depending how long your closing is. But if you send them a bank statement every month, or maybe like just updates with like brokerage accounts or whatever it is, then it shouldn't be a problem. And if they gave them all this stuff up front, I'm not sure why I would wait till the last minute.
I disagree. I think this is the norm. And I think everyone needs to understand that your file is not going to become a hyper priority until a week out. These mortgage companies, these lenders have files 1,000 deep. They're working right now, today is Monday. They are working on the closings for Wednesday and Thursday because they need to polish it up. They need to get all of these clearances from underwriting. You're getting a $600,000 loan from someone, right? There's checks and balances. They have way more compliance than you do. I think in some regard, it's par for the course. If they're asking you for something that you've already done, right? If they're asking you for like the application or something that you've sent and they're asking for duplicates, I agree, it's a problem. But yeah, if it's a 65-day close, today's November 15th, they might need your pay stub from October.
I think another thing is that it comes down to expectation setting. And this is something that we talk about a lot.
Do we talk about that?
A lot. Because it's so important in real estate, because most people are not just buying real estate on a whim. It's a very, you do maybe once in a decade. If you're an investor, maybe more.
Yeah, it's a huge
so you don't
decision.
know this process like the back of your hands like we do, because we're in this day in and day out. I think whoever her lender is should have set him or her, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, should have set their expectations clearly.
Hey, the week before, I apologize, but we're probably going to have to ask you for a few more things. It's going to be a headache. I apologize up front.
And then you don't get this person on Reddit
and then it's
complaining.
Done. It's done.
And you probably get a 5-star review.
All right, let's go to the next one. Where should you keep your savings for your down payment is the headline. In a checking account, a savings account, your investment account, etc.
I think it depends where the money starts. If you're going to pull from like an investment account or retirement account or something like that, just keep it there and wait till you close. You can probably pull those funds a day or two prior to closing. If it's in your checking account currently and you just don't want it to sit there, I'd probably look for a savings account that could get you, I think there's savings accounts now that can get you like 3% interest or something like that, a high yield savings account. I would look for something like that to put the money, or you can just keep it in. It depends how long you're going to look.
So I think this is a perfect example of having like a well-rounded team around you. Like if you're, in that ballpark, you need an accountant, you need a financial advisor, you need a real estate broker, and you need a lender that all have some form of communication together. I know some of my clients' financial advisors better than like they do, right? Because the reason people have financial advisors usually is they're not as financially literate as they would like to be.
Sure.
But, I can speak in an offhand way with some of these financial advisors. So next one is titled, should I buy a home over 150 years old? Is there anything I need to be aware of? This is about the easiest.
Yes, there are things you should be aware of.
Expect everything.
Yeah.
I think, do you mind if I take a crack at this one? I think it's a safe assumption that if a home is, let's call it over 100 years old, let alone 150 years old, it's probably gone through some renovating, right?
Yeah.
If it's truly 150 years old and original, like don't buy it, period.
That might be worth more.
But yeah, because you're going to be able to like sell this cloth
piecemeal, the stove.
Yeah. I don't know if there's even such thing as a original 150-year-old home.
No, I mean, that's really old.
There's no way. If you've changed the roof, changed the siding, changed the electrical plumbing, reinforced the foundation, like it's not even the same house. Like you've changed everything. Moral of the story, like we kind of go overboard. We teach kind of going overboard on inspection, getting a sewer scope. You know, we've all brought out separate tradespeople along with the general home inspection, and we've done you name it. You name the inspection. I've done asbestos, lead.
Yep.
You know, everything. Inspect the fuck out of the thing.
I mean, we deal with like places that were built 100 years ago all the time. And that's honestly what I prefer aesthetically from the exterior. The inside is a totally different story. If it's original from 100 years ago, you're looking for a project at that point, right? You're not going to move in and not do a gut renovation.
Right.
Because you're probably going to fall through the floors and you're probably going to electrocute yourself and get lead paint poisoning.
And die. And your whole family will die.
Okay.
Next one from Reddit is, it's talking about lending. Should I shop around when I'm already under contract? So giving some more context. They're under contract. They're in underwriting. Should they shop around?
We've all been here, right?
Oh my God. This is an everyday question.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should do most of your due diligence prior to going under contract.
Disagree.
I think that once you go under contract, yeah, you can shop around, but I would try to be fairly quick. I mean, I've had situations where there's like 4 different appraisals because they're shopping rates around and everyone's confused, and I think there's a time limit on it. I think you should shop. You should get yourself the best deal always. That's my opinion, but try to do it quickly. Try to do it prior to going under contract if you can, or within the first couple of days thereafter.
I say by the time attorney review is done, you should you should know who your horse is. Ride it to the end. Lending is complicated just like everything else. Like it's not all about the rate. It's also about points and origination fees and appraisal fees and type,
and who can close.
Yeah, and who can actually, that's the only thing that actually matters. So, I think I end up agreeing with you except for a little bit of the timing. All right, the last article is called "The Seller's Agent is Claiming Verbal Offer to Get Highest Offers?" ? Is there ever a real way to know?
No.
There's no real difference in my head. You say there's an offer, I have to just kind of like trust you. It comes down to like integrity. Do you want to be known as the agent who fucks around? If it does, actually, I don't know how it would get out, but like if it does, you're fucked.
Yeah, and I've been in this situation where I've been in a lot of multiple offer situations, as most agents over the last couple of years have been. Almost every time the client asks me, well, how do we actually know that they have multiple offers?
We don't.
And the answer is, yeah, I don't. But I know that I have to take this agent's word for it. And could they be lying? Yes.
Yeah.
Should they lie? Absolutely not.
I mean, they would lose if it could somehow be proven, they would lose their license. There are probably agents who are taking that risk all the time. I'll give you an example. We had a listing, one person offered and 3 other people were like, hey, Ben, like we are definitely putting an offer. Let us know when the other offers come in. And like one person actually put pen to paper. This offer came in, I have it, here it is, here are the terms. And I'm told these other 3 offers are coming in.
So you go highest and best to the one offer you have.
I went highest and best to all 4. I was like, hey, written offer A, like come with your highest and best.
Yeah.
And then B, C, and D, hey, just so you know, there's a lot of activity. We have one offer in hand. We're just going to go highest and best.
Yeah.
Right? Just to save everyone time. You don't need to like submit another offer just to go back and amend it.
Yeah. I've seen some listing agents call for best and final or highest and best
with no offers.
With no offers before going, like first day on the market, in the broker remarks, it says highest and best by Sunday at whatever, 5 p.m.
Sometimes you're going to get multiple offers.
Right.
In 2021, if you list a 2-2 for 465 and it looks good, you're getting multiple offers. Let's save everyone their time. Now, I mean, my example is it's fucking tricky. Like I didn't want to be that guy. Like we didn't have any other offers, and this person did increase their offer, and they did negotiate against themselves. Did I do something wrong?
No, you did what's right for your client.